Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and then I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has some connection to what the village chief was talking about.
Can't say. But I'm alright now. I'm gonna continue my mission.
I really hope you enjoyed that opening cutscene of Leon grunting for like a minute and a half. That was my favorite. But yeah, I really love how in this game, and I'd say most Resident Evil games do this. Like they give you a form, or a bunch of pages. What is the word I'm looking for? A log? I don't know. Of them introducing or talking about an enemy that you may or may not be facing off with soon. Like this game was like, oh hey, the Del Lago is a thing, and then the very next video we fought the Del Lago. And in this video, they were just like, oh hey, El Gigante. We don't know what El Gigante is, but we're gonna find out in this video. I remember Resident Evil 2 used to do that. It was like the room right after you saw the first licker was like, oh hey, there's things and they lick things and they're called lickers. So I don't know. The pacing is not very good in these Resident Evil games. I don't remember if Resident Evil 5 does it or any of the others, but it seems to be the games with Leon in them. This is called a Plagas. The game never, I don't know if the game ever explicitly tells you this, but flash grenades are the best thing to do, or the flashbangs are the best weapon to use against the Plagas. What Plagas are really is just a kind of a parasite implanted in all of the enemies, all of the ganados. And pretty much what they do is they make them somewhat different from other zombies in the fact that they can sort of use some form of thought and control, which is why they use weapons. So I think they're pretty interesting. But I wish that this game, or at least like Resident Evil 5 and 6, didn't use the same kind of well, 6 doesn't really. 5 does more than anything. They kind of copy the ganados, the Plagas enemies, with Resident Evil 5 being the Magini and the Wavo in Resident Evil 6. Why can't I hit that? That is shenanigans. There we go. It's probably not even going to be anything important. Yep, it's a spinel. Figured as much. But yeah, I wish that each of the games after this used a different kind of virus or a different kind of just enemy like that. Like, I would say Revelations probably did that with the ooze. The ooze enemies are pretty good. I don't think I've talked about Revelations yet, but when that game comes out next month on consoles, I will be doing it. Not immediately, because I don't like doing that. But my grand scheme of things is to do this game, to do Revelations, and then do 6. Because I've already done 5, and I want to kind of do all of the modern Resident Evil games, and then I'll probably eventually get around to doing all the older ones. Just I enjoy these a little bit more. Well, not really Resident Evil 6, but we'll get to that. I don't hate Resident Evil 6. I actually really like it, but it's definitely the worst out of the, like, 4, 5, and 6 of Revelations. I've been looking for a 3DS capture card for the longest time. And I'm really glad that I don't have to do that now. Because that was literally the only game that I wanted to do. Because it's such a great game. Revelations was definitely my favorite game of last year. That and probably Lollipop Chainsaw. Just because of how much fun that damn game was. Can I not examine anything here? I would definitely not consider this a puzzle. I don't know what this is. It's just kind of like, oh, hey, go over here and do that and stuff. Okay. Pretty much what we just did was turned off the waterfall. And because we did something important, obviously that means tons of enemies. Obviously. What else would you expect? And there they are. They're going to be coming from both sides, actually, so be careful. Usually try and get them before they jump over. Whoa. But yeah, try and get them before they jump over just because they'll fall right into the water, and that's instant death for them. Yeah, pretty much the Plagas, what they'll do is they'll just make everything not harder, but longer. Like, before getting a headshot would have been a clear, you know, that guy's dead. But now, it's just kind of like, you have like I don't know what the chances are of getting a Plagas. I'm just gonna say 50-50, because that seems good enough for me. Like, sometimes you'll get a headshot and the guy will still die, and sometimes it'll be a Plagas.
I've obtained an object that resembles a cult group's insignia.
Great job, Leon.
Wonderful, Leon. Head back to the church. Ashley's safety is our immediate priority.
Yep. We are actually making progress. And what are we, like, 6 videos in? That's not bad. I feel like when I did this game the first time, this took like 10 videos. I really don't remember. It was like a year ago. I'm definitely enjoying myself far more than I was last time. The reason I really didn't like the first time I did Resident Evil 4 is just because that is the first time I've ever killed one of those bats. I did not know that was possible. Anyway, last time I did this game, I was really complaining about it the entire time. Because as I've said, this isn't my favorite Resident Evil game. But at that point, I was kind of in a phase of I really hated it. And I was not enjoying myself at all. Now I actually am. Just because I've grown to appreciate this game more. I still don't love it, but it is what it is. It's getting really annoying not having to talk in between the merchant and like when I go in my inventory, because I'm cutting all that out. Probably I haven't actually stopped to edit yet. I'm recording these all at the same time.
¡Rápido! 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 ¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Por aquí! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido! ¡Por aquí! ¡Por aquí! ¡Ay! ¡Se vuelve loco! ¡Mierda!
So this is an El Gigante He is probably one of my favorite enemies in the game, just because he's a lot of fun to fight. So what you do is you shoot him a bunch, and then eventually he'll expose his plagas. That sounds dirty. And then just jump on him. That, I don't know why, but I really like Leon's animation there. It looks pretty funny. I don't know. But yeah, usually the dog from the first video, the one that I got out of the bear trap, will come around and distract the El Gigante to let you pick up like items and stuff. But I'm pretty much just cheesing the boss using, it's not really a boss, just using, you know, overpowered weapons for this part of the game. So I'll be taking him out fairly quickly. I would assume maybe one more cycle. Oh, not even. Wow. Even when you don't have overpowered weapons, I would still not say that the El Gigante fight is difficult at all. Also, El Gigante means the giant in Spanish, so real creative there, game. Real creative indeed. But yeah, if you were playing this normally, you probably would have gotten that dog from before to come and help you. Why is it on the ground there? Just put it on the table like everyone else. I don't know what I meant by like everyone else. I really don't. I'm a weird guy. So anyway, let's go off and get our old friend Ashley, even though we haven't met her yet in the game.